Against all the evil that hell can conjure, we will send unto them.
Who is your daddy and what does he do? Who is your daddy and what does he do? Who is your daddy and what does he do? Who is your daddy and what does he do?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1UPdaddy here. We have Titanfall 2 today. I was having a wonderful conversation with a good buddy of mine that I work with named Manny, and we were having a discussion about some old games, Armored Core, Mech Warrior, and then later in the day, I saw this game sitting around. This is a PS4 game. I'm not playing it on PS4 right now, but I saw it sitting on the counter and it was like $5. It's a $5 game on PS4, so you should be able to grab it. I don't know what it is digital, but physical, which I encourage you to mostly always do. Physical is $5 at the store I work at as of 12/22/2023. So I mean, I don't know, that could change. But Titanfall 2, he described it to me. It sounded kind of Mech Warrior-ish. I have some really, really nostalgic feels for Mech Warrior 2. That was like a big one. I was so fascinated watching my uncle play that when I was a young boy, and then got to play it a little bit myself, and then played, I think it was like, maybe it was Mech Warrior 2 later, and I just played it later, but great game. I always liked the idea of upgradable mechanized war suits. It's has always been a thing. I was into Iron Man as a kid, but not in any kind of extreme. I'm not trying to front like I was a huge Iron Man fan, but I did have several Iron Man comics, and I was into the concept of a super powered suit that a normal person could step into, and then make them like crazy, like overpowered. So this is kind of fascinating to me. I'm very interested. I did not pick it up on PS4 because I was pretty sure it was included in Game Pass, and it is included in Game Pass. So win for Game Pass. This is part of the short attention span series. I'm actually going to be working on a new intro soon for the short attention span gaming series. So yeah, just basically 1UPdaddy just is the personality to host the series, but definitely excited because it's going to be, there are a lot of games that most people will only want to ever play like a little bit, and then they're like, yeah, I'm good. And so that's kind of like one of my metrics. I'm like, do I get to the end of this playthrough and then feel like, yeah, I'm good, or do I want to come back and play it again? Like Shredder's Revenge, I love that game. I couldn't stop thinking about it, came back and beat it. It's obviously a very short game. It's like a 2 hour, 3 hour game. I think I took 3 hours because I talked a lot and had some technical issues, took a break, and I also had to fight Super Shredder a couple times, full disclosure. He did kill me a couple times. But that being, I just had to figure out that pillar thing. But that being said, this is a game that I definitely would qualify as a short attention span game. It's not one that I think necessarily is it doesn't necessarily look like it's one that, like, if it doesn't get my attention right away, it might not be one that I will want to continue playing. But it looked cool, and the concept behind it sounded interesting enough to where I was like, all right, enough said. I'm going to try and see if I can play this game. So here we are. Played the game, hopefully, and fall in love with it. I had enough time. I built a little basic graphic here. Text. But I didn't want to put my face on it. I was like, it's like, I don't want to, like that. Like doing a picture like that, doing an image like this takes like 4 minutes. Doing an one where I put my face in it takes like 20 to 30 minutes. And it's like, ain't nobody got time for that. So here we go. Let's jump on in and see what we can do here. All right, actually, and I'm going to use my controller, I think. And I'm using my broken Xbox One controller that's plugged into my PC. There we go. Let's get immersed.
Of all the things I've seen on the battlefields of the frontier, the pilot is the true dominant force. Fast and agile. Graceful, yet devastating. Perceptive, resourceful, and relentless. A pilot sees the world differently. Sheer walls become flanking routes. Pilots fight differently. Experienced in deception and maneuver, even overwhelming odds shift in their favor. But what truly separates the pilot from all the grunts and machines of the battlefield is the bond between a pilot and a Titan. To a Titan, a pilot can only be stopped by overwhelming force, or an equal. The frontier has been the only home I've ever known. For years, our lands have been destroyed by the IMC, forcefully taking our resources, polluting and destroying our planets, and killing us off if we try to resist. Despite recent victories at Demeter and beyond, we have a long way to go before the IMC is defeated. Now, I serve as a rifleman in the militia, fighting to free the frontier. I'm a long way from becoming a pilot. But when that day comes, I hope I can live up to the honor.
Here we go, Rifleman Cooper. Oh, hell. Ship must have power cycled the sim pod since last time. We'll have to recalibrate it.
Lifeboat diagnostic test 2.1. All Mark 8 lifeboats are in the green.
Does that feel right to you, Cooper? All right, we're good to go. Let's see how much you remember from last time. Setting the neural link. Not quite the same as a Titan link, but it's similar. To learn new skills, we need to be in the right state of mind. Ah, much better. Technically, I'm not supposed to be training you, but in you I see potential. Besides, we're at war. Who's got time for classes, eh? Here you go, up and over. Let's pick up the pace, enabling jump kit assist. Jump kits operate on the principle of relaxed stability. Once your jump kit calibrates to your movement style, enhanced mobility becomes second nature. Beautiful, isn't it? It's inspired by my home planet of Harmony. This is where I grew up. This is what we're fighting for, Cooper. Let's make sure your jump kit is primed. Basic wall run here. Give it a try. Under here, stay low. Triple double jump. Follow the ghost. We've retaken over a quarter of frontier space since the Battle of Demeter. Militia's better organized now. More people join every day to fight the IMC. People like you. We used to just run and hide from them. But now, we chase them. In combat, things never go as you expect. You must be ready to use any weapon you can find on the field. These are just a few of the weapons I've come across out there. Time to hit the range. Load your weapon. Get more precision. Aim down the sights of your weapon. Gotta take them all out before Good. Practice more if you want, then head to the gauntlet. Practice as much as you want, then meet me at the gauntlet. Alright, got a new gauntlet for you to run today. Hard time is 2 minutes. Gotta do better than that to continue. Follow the ghost, find your own path. Pilots have to strike a balance. Speed is paramount, but you must always hit your targets. The gauntlet is where we practice those skills, until they're settled. Remember, you move faster when you're wall running. Give it a try. Nice run. See the results board on the wall? You set a new best time. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses, so be sure to run this a few times with different weapons. Look at the results board for more tips on how to improve. Now that you're warmed up, if you want to
I feel like I did okay.
you can race against other pilot ghosts. Word of warning though, the pilots who recorded these ghosts are the best in the SRS. If you can beat them, you'll be on your way to being a real pilot. Go ahead and run the gauntlet as much as you want. When you're done, I've got something special to show you.
All right, gang. Sorry about that. Big gap, big delay. Green screen got moved. For those of you who I haven't informed yet, I'm having solar installed in the house, and there's been some issues, as you might imagine, especially right before Christmas, having this done. We signed paperwork over a year ago. It just happened that everything lined up, of course, that it would be installed right before Christmas. But there've been some issues with the roof, and then now there's some issues with the panel in this box and all this stuff. So uh, there's a debacle, and the gentlemen that are doing the job, of course, are very nice. They're awesome professional guys, and I really appreciate them. It's just trying to sort out everything. So they came to the door, and I was in the middle of the stream. I didn't hear because obviously I'm shooting these very loud weapons. I didn't think I was going to be interacting with them anymore for a while. But there we go. And we're working that out. But I just want to let you know I am probably going to be ending this stream abruptly. And I am sorry. I will come back and I will do another stream later. It's just kind of a difficult time to be doing it right now. This game, first impression, it's cool enough that I want to come back. I will probably have this not be available to everybody and start from scratch, but the controls feel great now that I have it worked out. It will be a mouse and keyboard game for sure. I'm glad I did not get it on PS4. Shooters like this, I prefer. I'm old school. I'm like in my 40s, so I prefer to have like mouse and keyboard for shooters like this, and it's going to be a much more enjoyable experience. Feels like it's not chugging too hard on my computer either because it's old enough that the graphics aren't going to be like labor intensive on my system. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm very sorry that I have to end the stream abruptly after going on a long pause like that. But like I said, this is like, it's like an $80,000 job we haven't done to our house, and I got to make sure that it's right. And I apologize for starting the stream when I wasn't sure I could finish it. But thank you guys, and I will get back at this. I promise. I want to play this game. It's pretty intriguing. 1UPdaddy out.